food stamps was in a booklet. So when you go to the store, you actually would have to pull out a booklet. So the person behind you, anyone around you, they knew you were poor.
Yeah.
They knew you could only buy certain items.
Yeah.
And back then it was way strict. It wasn't like now, man. It's like now it's like the stuff that you buy is pretty much the same stuff that anyone else can buy, especially now on a EBT card.
Yeah. I know somebody, they said it's anything that's not pre-cooked.
Really?
Yeah. So like that cost. Yeah. It's like anything in the store that's not like physically cooked and prepared. So like cooked chicken or like, that deli counter, they have the sushi at the supermarket. So you can't get the pre-made stuff, but pretty much the whole store.
Everything else, right?
Yeah.
So back then there were, and it will say, food stamp approved, whatever. And you would have to pull out your booklet and it'll be, groceries like $30 something. So you pull out your $5 food stamp, pull out $10 food stamp, and you would pay with food stamps.
Yeah.
And I remember there is a sense of feeling bad, feeling a little bit ashamed, feeling embarrassed for being in that moment. That does affect you and can be a fire that burns a bit.
Because it motivates you to improve your image, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And again, you'll probably get a bunch of hate on that comment, but that's just my personal belief.
My story in high school, my mom she had the low income free lunch for me and my brother. I actually skipped a lot of lunches because I didn't want people to see me go to the line. And I think there was like I forget if it was a 5-digit code or something that I had to say, and then I would get it for free. And I didn't want people to know that I was on the low income food thing. So I actually skipped lunch. And like you're saying, I feel that shame, and you should be able to, as a kid, you should just be able to eat, but then yet that social shame. Yeah. It's a funky thing. Yeah. It's not talking down at it. It's just,
right. And again, it wasn't shame as in like I was judging anyone else. It was just my own internal interpretation of it, which is, this is not where I want to be. This is not how I want to live. Already in elementary school, realizing that, because I don't know how they did with you, but with us, because we were on government assistance, obviously, so I would get, lunch food credits, and they would actually call your name out to make sure you're here, because they have to mark it. They have to ration the food. So they would have to call. And so there'd be times when I've done that a couple times now. I realized the one thing that overshadows shame is food for me. So I did eat lunch.
Interesting, yeah.
But yeah, so for me, it's that. I think there's something that maybe, again, this may be the old man in me coming out saying this, but there is something missing in today's society where people shy away from being a little bit embarrassed.
Well, so there's a difference there. You're finding motivation to have work ethic and to struggle and to succeed and to go work for free and to work your way up. To find that motivation is different than somebody who is saying, how do I maximize the system? How do I get as much as I can for free? Right. That's a different motivation and a different mindset.
Totally different mindset. Yeah. Totally different mindset. And it's in the United States of America, there should be no reason. That's very general. There should be very little reason for you to have multiple generations of being on government assistance. The term itself is assistance. It's not a lifestyle. It shouldn't be a lifestyle.
It should be a temporary thing to get back on your feet, right?
That's all it was. And people like me that say stuff like that, and it's funny because people jump like 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah. They hear what I just said and they go, "Oh, you think poor kids shouldn't eat?" Like, no, that's not what I said. Yeah. I said there should be
eat less.
Yeah, eat less. No, there should be a mindset where people have to realize that, hey man, we live in such a great country that there is public assistance, government assistance for the time being, because people's, low points and pit stops should just be temporary. Yeah. That's the hope anyway. But it does start with the mentality and the mental shift.